Azusu Mazusue. So yeah, I wanted to come on here and talk about the difference between feelings and emotion, right? Because um I was scrolling on the internet, which I'm gonna start doing this too. I'm gonna just start scrolling on the internet, and anything, any bogus shit that I see, I'm gonna just talk on it. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I was scrolling on the internet and I seen something about so it was this lady, she made a post about what what's something that other women know men generally do and should, like, just one thing men should generally do, you know what I'm saying? Or one thing men generally do that they should take account of, right? So this somebody was like, oh, something, something, something. You know, they all listing their stuff. You know what I'm saying? Um, and then I came across one that said, men use women, men use women to emotionally regulate themselves. Men use women to emotionally regulate themselves. So what she's saying is, nah, I'm trying to get it, you know what I'm saying? Because I've never, maybe I've done it unconsciously. I'm trying to see if I've done this too. Use a woman to emotionally regulate myself. Use, first of all, I ain't using nobody, so use is already out the window. But emotionally, because okay, so that was it. That's what made me come to this video. Like, she said, men use women to emotionally regulate themselves. That's it. She ain't say nothing else. She ain't say no, like, they got a reason, like men have a reason, or the most generalized reason is because of such and such. She just said men emotion use women to emotionally regulate themselves. Now feelings, right? Now I don't know what, I don't know who y'all be dealing with, what y'all be dealing with. I'm just like, just so everybody could have the right stuff on their mind. I know my hair looking a little frisky. I was laying down and shit. Um, I already combed it out, but I just lay down on it. Um, so yeah, so we're gonna differentiate feelings from emotions. Now, I feel like this is pretty easy, and another reason why astrology, do I want to say astrology or just keeping track of the changes that, occur in the external, like with the sun, mother nature, the changes that she go through, and the patterns of when she goes through these stuff, these changes, mother earth, um and different shit like that, right? So flights, I said flights, feelings and emotions, right? Now, a feeling is just a urge, or what is a feeling, gang? Like, like, because when I hear stuff, like, I dissect the words and the the word previously used before the word that is being used after the word, like, like law shit. Like, cause I've been researching a lot of law stuff, trying to know law, how to speak lawfully, how terms and words, how they're being used lawfully and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I've just been, just training my mind and expanding my mind in certain ways. And a feeling is a urge. A feeling is a want. Is it? I wouldn't say a feeling is a want because you could feel some type of way, but you don't want to feel some type of way. So that's when you excuse yourself from whatever is making you feel some type of way. Now, if you don't know how to go about um how you feel, then you're not emotionally regulated. You know what I'm saying? Now, how I use that word right there, emotionally regulated, now that's correct. But to say men use women to emotionally, a feeling is the feeling is first. You know what I'm saying? The feeling is first. Point blank. You can't an emotion is to show how you feel. An emotion is to show how you feel, where you're coming from. You know what I'm saying? Now, to regulate your emotions is to be self-aware of how you're reacting of how you're reacting to a person, place, or thing. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to feelings, a, a, a feeling is first. The emotion is how you go about how you feel. You know what I'm saying? So for someone to be emotionally regulated, they're a self-aware person. Like you know how people be like, yeah, like back then I used to like anyone could have gotten a reaction out of me, anyone could have riled me up, you know what I'm saying? So they weren't emotionally regulated. So they call it the healing process. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own thing that they gotta heal, or they own, you know what I'm saying? Uh shit. They own character that they might have to change, or reduce certain habits of your character, your person, you know what I'm saying? Which is you. You're your person, you know what I'm saying? You're a living person, you know what I'm saying? So you're aware of your thoughts. Or you can be. I guess you just choose not to be aware of your thought. Like you just choose like whatever thought comes to you, you don't you don't observe the thought. You become the thought. You know what I'm saying? So you think you think how you feel is is automatically how you should go about something. Now, you could feel angry, but you don't have to go about what you're angry about in an angry manner. So your emotion, you're feeling angry, but you could the feeling is anger, right? But the emotion is how you go about being angry, which is how you are as an individual. You know what I'm saying? And we can generalize different types of anger. You know what I'm saying? You got the confrontational anger, you got the quiet anger, the observational anger, you got the jealous anger, and and you got the yeah. I think there's more. I can make up some more, but that should really, you know what I'm saying, cover everything else. You know what I'm saying? Everything else will be like an extension of those three. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, like feelings, a feeling is first. You know what I'm saying? So the feeling is what you feel. So if you feel angry, you don't have to go about it like an angry person. You know what I'm saying? You can be angry, but you don't have to go about it like an angry person. You feel me? Um, like how everyone's angry with the government, but we don't go about it like like angry people. You know what I'm saying? But the news and all these internet and all these corporations getting into internet and AI, they can easily make it seem like, you know what I'm saying, anything. Make it seem like anything. But feeling they can make it seem like the world is ending. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no goddamn world ending. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no world ending. Not the trees ain't gonna stop growing. The ocean ain't gonna stop waving, and the breeze ain't gonna stop blowing. Yeah. So, um, but yeah. So a feeling. So a feeling is first. You know what I'm saying? And then an emotion is how you go about how you feel. You know what I'm saying? And regulate means to over. So so this is why it's weird to me to the way she typed it. You know what I'm saying? Cause like regulate means to um. Well, I'm gonna just give y'all some synonyms. Okay, wait. What is the meaning of regulate? To control, direct, or govern a process, behavior, or system according to rules, laws, or established standards. Established standards. Established. You know what I'm saying? Established. Feel me? So, so what is emotion? What is emotion? I can just use Google. What is, because emotion is emojis. Emojis is to show how you feel. How you feel can't be seen. So you use emotions to show how you feel. Show, vision, seeing, feeling. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have a good way in how to control or oversee how you're feeling or what made you feel that way in the first place, or you know what I'm saying, or what made you feel that way in the first place, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't really like nothing. She just said it weird, you know what I'm saying? But to use a woman to emotionally to control the to control how I feel about stuff. So I'm trying to comprehend it. So men use women. So I use my girlfriends, or I've used a woman, or I'm trying to like personally understand it for myself. I use woman to emotionally regulate myself. How do you use a woman to emotionally regulate yourself? I don't know. How do you go about that? Is it like emotionally? Because for something to be emotional, obviously something feels some type of way, right? You can't call somebody emotional if they don't feel no way about nothing. You know what I'm saying? So you call somebody emotional if they're going about the way that they feel in a erratic in an erratic motion. I'm glad I had to use that word, you know what I'm saying? In an erratic motion. You know what I'm saying? Their movements is sporadic, erratic, basically chaotic, you know what I'm saying? So they're not controlled, they're not regulated, you know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah. So like I don't get it. But I'm gonna start doing a series like this. And yeah, I'm gonna just keep doing shit like this. But to men can't use women to emotionally. Now I'm trying to see like maybe my mom emotion emotionally regulate, because to comprehend stuff I read things over and over if I don't get it, and over to see if I can get it. And if I can't get it, then I'm gonna have to correct it. You know what I'm saying? So it can get got. You know what I'm saying? So people don't be lost. Emotionally how can I use a woman to um, emotionally regulate? Don't even go together. I'm gonna be honest with you. Emotionally control. What are you controlling emotionally? Because it gotta make sense forward and backwards. Emotionally regulate emotions. So men use women to regulate their emotions, to control how they feel. I can see it now. I can see it. So men use women to control how they feel, in a sense where men come into women's life and don't give a fuck. Or I don't know. I really don't know, y'all. I'm really trying to see like if I can make it just don't it just don't make sense for me. Then you know what I'm saying? And me as a me right here, me, all right? I guess it just don't make sense for me because I don't go out like I don't even know, dog. Like what? Emotionally, this shit frying my brain. I ain't even gonna lie. This shit frying my brain, bro. This shit frying my shit. That anywho, I'm gonna catch y'all later on the next video. I'm about to go print some shit, design some shit real quick. Probably take a shower. Probably live stream. Something to keep myself occupied, you know what I'm saying? From doom scrolling. And if I'm gonna doom scroll, it's gonna be on some shit like, okay, let me see what the world's saying. You're wrong. You're wrong. Space is real. Wrong. You know what I'm saying? Gravity. Wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just be like, wrong, wrong, wrong. Don't necessarily totally make sense, but you're on a path of seeking, so you're gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna judge nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't judge nobody. Maybe the life she led and what she was living, maybe her perception is men coming into her life to emotionally to control themselves emotionally, or to oversee the. Is she saying that like men come in women's lives to to wreak havoc or not be serious, and then when women get in that crazy mode, they act like they so nonchalant, or they did. I don't know. I don't get it. I really don't get it, gang. I really don't get it. I can try to get it, but nah, I'm not really into all that. You know what I'm saying? I start thinking like, you know what I'm saying? Nah. So yeah, feelings, no, emotions is the face of your feelings. So the feeling not seen. To see a feeling, you have to look at someone's emotions, aka the way how they go about showing how they feel. Emotions is how you go about how you feel. Emotions are not feelings. Now, in another world, feelings and emotions is one. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't feel a way and not have an emotion. Now you can be emotionless, meaning that you feel some way, but you don't show it. Now, a lot of business savvy people, a lot of government people, a lot of uh people that call themselves elites, um, corporate, biz, corporate, because I've worked sales and shit, and just dealing with people that is not your people. You feel me? Um, yeah, so that's the only way you can say emotions, not even, but anywho, feelings is your internal. Emotions is how you show your internal using your external. What is your external? Your body. How you go about moving your body to show how you feel. You know what I'm saying? So it's not, I don't know how people see it. I don't know how people see it, but we need to be corrected. You know what I'm saying? So we can talk properly and not just talk to talk, like just for people to know that we can talk and sound like we know what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? No, we gotta know what we talking about, not just, I don't know. We gotta comprehend, yeah. That's what I was taught when I was in kindergarten. Comprehension. I used to like comprehension because I like reading. You know what I'm saying? I'm that nigga in the class that'll read out loud. Not saying that I'm the like get the best grades because I never did homework and stuff, but I'm the nigga that reading. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm reading in class. I'm reading. You feel me? Since y'all scared, I'm gonna read. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind it. I like it. I like it. Especially when I went to in college. Yeah, niggas used to hate reading in front of the class, man. I used to love that shit. Ain't not one nigga could ever be like, when I'm reading, oh, he can't read. Nah, bitch, what? Hell no. And I'm gonna read fast, so you can't, you gotta retake the note or you gotta reread it because you're not listening. And I read so perfect, I'm not gonna mess up to have to start over. No. Start, finish. Do you need me to read again? But yeah, y'all. Feelings versus emotions. Do not, I was gonna say do not conflate the two, but get the two. You know what I'm saying? Overstand the two. You know what I'm saying? Get the two of them. You gotta know about a feeling and an emotion. A feeling, internal, can't see. Emotion, used to show how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Feeling is your internal. You can't see no feeling. Emotions is how you go about showing how you feel inside. Cause no one, ain't no binoculars, ain't no X-ray vision. You can X-ray somebody and be like, oh, okay, I see how you feel. Ain't nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? We gotta, it's a lot of shit we gotta do as beings down here. I ain't even gonna lie. It ain't even one thing I can say, but it could be a start. But we gotta like stop playing. Basically, stop playing. Like we can play, but it's a time and place for everything. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't seen any adults that made me, because when I was a child, man, I used to want to be a prime minister and shit, but not a president and shit. But not too much on me. Ninzo, Azusu, Mazusue. See you guys. If you see this video, you have learned the difference, and you will now be the more understandable person because you oversee the 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 confliction, or you know what I'm saying, you see the conflation, you know what I'm saying, so you can separate and show and people can receive, you know what I'm saying. So show, receive. I internalize what I've read, and now I'm going to show what I think and how I feel, and my emotions is how I feel. So right now I'm in the feeling of just expressing and teaching and showing and visualizing, and so you can see the water, you know what I'm saying, because water is emotion in astrology. But let's not go there. I'm gonna see you guys on the next video.